What's up, YouTube? It's Rob, DJ Ville, and this is my first ever fragrance compilation video. This is going to be my fragrances for summer 2015. It's not the best of the best or anything like that. The list is not in any particular order, just fragrances from my collection that work well in warm weather, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Please don't get irritated if you hear me say fresh and clean a lot, because that kind of is a reoccurring theme when it comes to fragrances for warm weather, in my opinion. Those to me are like the key factors. So I'm going to share some new and old, or newer and older fragrances. So here we go. Again, no particular order. I'm going to take it back to the beginning, to the essence, as people like to say a lot of times. This is a fragrance, one of the first fresh, clean fragrances I purchased. And I want to say I got this fragrance back when I was still in college. So I think time frame is maybe like 91. The story behind this fragrance for me was the designer I was already familiar with. I didn't really have any of his clothing, but I was familiar with the name. A lot of cats in my high school used to rock his shirts. I used to go to Marshall Fields with my mom back in the day, not because I wanted to, but because in order to get what I wanted, you know, I had to kind of go to the mall with mom and kind of hang out until she was ready to go and get my stuff. So in doing so, you know, she would be looking around different departments. I would kind of just go to men's, make my way to men's cologne. I would kind of look and smell stuff back in the day. Wasn't buying anything, just looking. So I used to smell this fragrance and be like, you know, it's really clean and fresh, but that's kind of boring. You know, because this is back in the day where everything was a powerhouse fragrance. That was kind of like the thing back then. You would go to the store and it would be stuff like Aramis, Paco Rabanne, Lagerfeld, you know, Perry Ellis, Paul Sebastian, on and on and on and on, way back in the day. So when I got in college and I started actually building my own fragrance collection, I kind of went back to this one and was like, I'm going to add it to my collection because I don't have anything like it. So without further ado, this one is an original bottle from like 91, 92, I can't remember the exact year. It's Armani Eau pour Homme. All right, this is a classic fragrance for me. I can't speak on it now because I see a lot of written reviews online from cats that talk about, you know, it smells old-fashioned, it's a skin scent, all these things. That's not what my bottle does. I've got another bottle that's full vintage, and it's a great smelling, clean, fresh, classy fragrance. It's got the bergamot, and it's got a number of notes, way more than I ever knew, you know, were in this fragrance. I'd say go to Fragrantica or Base Notes and check this one out. I don't know if it's changed. I know from reading online reviews that sometimes certain, you know, ingredients that they use for fragrances, you know, they will put bans and say you can't use this anymore, or, you know, it's being over harvested. Not really certain. I don't know what the later version does in regard to performance or smell, but I know the original, and that's what I have, the original, and it's always been a great fragrance. I actually still have juice left from my bottle from way back in the day. All right. And it's because I've pretty much gotten to wear this one just, you know, mostly in the warm weather, because I have so many bottles now. I've kind of regulated it to just summertime. So, you know, you can wear it more than just summer, but it's a really great, clean summer fragrance in my opinion. And, you know, I welcome you to check it out. So, again, Armani Eau pour Homme, first up. Next up, Class in a Bottle. Class in a Bottle. It's one everybody in YouTube world is familiar with. Roadster, Cartier. All right, Cartier Roadster. You know this one. I don't have to get into details. It's mint, vanilla. It's done well. Smells great. You know, in the warm weather, I feel like it's great because it will begin to, you know, kick up, and your body chemistry and body heat will make this one just, you know, come out. And beyond that, I mean, it's a scent that's great for the office too. So it's just an all-around great fragrance. I think it's a winner, and if you don't have it, check it out. Cartier Roadster. Okay. This one is one I think that's kind of under the radar. On many people's summer fragrance list, I'll often see Nautica Voyage. I'll see Le du Issey, Issey Miyake. Those are like ones that a lot of people rave about. People really enjoy. I have Nautica. I don't have the Issey. But this is one that I think is just as good, and I would put it up against those two fragrances. It's a cheapie, but a goodie. And this is Paradise, Alfred Sung, okay? Disclaimer for this one. If you buy this fragrance, make sure it's made in Canada, all right? Riviera Concepts is the manufacturer. Do not get the one made in the States. It doesn't perform well. The one made in Canada performs very nicely. Great fragrance. It's kind of tropical. It's kind of got like some ocean aquatic notes in it. But the big thing is it's got this sour papaya note. So if you haven't put your nose on it, check it out. This is definitely a great smelling fragrance. Makes you feel like you're on vacation. So if you don't have it or you never smelled it, do some research. Try to find a bottle made in Canada. Again, Paradise, Alfred Sung. Paradise Homme by Alfred Sung, okay? Another great vintage fragrance. I'm kind of into vintage. And for me, it's not really vintage because a lot of these fragrances I actually had when they first came out or shortly after they released. I had it in my collection. So another great, clean smelling fragrance. Cedar is the main player in the notes. And this is Kenzo, Jungle. Disclaimer on this one. If you buy this fragrance and you're looking at the boxes, make sure that it's the dark, like dark red or almost burgundy colored box. That's the one you want. That's the older formulation, the best formulation. I've heard the new one doesn't perform that well. The older formulation performs wonderful. 6 hours on your skin, cedar, clean, fresh. It's not off-putting. Nobody will say you smell bad or anything like that, or it's offending me. Great, clean smelling, fresh scent. I highly recommend it if you don't have it. Kenzo Jungle. All right, cool little top. Check that out. It's like a zebra mane. All right, so next up on the list is, I think, an all-purpose fragrance that you can wear all year round. It's very classy, and this is Lalique White. Okay, great fragrance. This one is pretty much like pepper, like black pepper, lemon. It's got some other notes in it. When I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of, like, you know, a specific type of clothing, like if I was wearing like cotton and linen, you know, and it's like breezy, warm, summer day. That's what this reminds me of. That's the vibe I get from that. So this is a really great, clean, classy fragrance, and if you've never smelled it, I think you should check it out. Great for the summer. Lalique White. All right. What else what do I have here? Oh, here's a great one. Now, the whole key, summer, first before going there, most importantly, warm weather, you want to smell clean and fresh. Well, how about a fragrance that just smells just clean, totally clean, soapy clean? All right, that's Prada Infusion, okay? This one just smells like straight up high-end soap. All right, that's what I envision when I smell it. Players on this one is Neroli, Iris, and Vetiver. Clean, fresh, that's it. It won't knock your socks off, but you'll smell really, really soapy clean, and that can be a really great thing. And I think this one is, you can wear this one casual, jeans, shorts, kicks, smacking out, great scent. Or you could be totally dressed up, just great, you know, great, clean, classy scent. All purpose, in my opinion. So Prada Infusion, all right, for men. Only a couple more left, guys. This one is kind of like a citrusy smelling scent with a little bit of rose in it. This one is Versace Eau Fraiche or Eau Fraiche. I'm not French, so this is a great scent. I've had this one for about a year now. I wear it quite often. I'm gonna actually stock up and buy a 4.7 because this is the type of fragrance that I know that I'll just, you know, use a lot. You know, It's not like my favorite fragrance. I tend to like more of the heavier, like oriental based, spicy, sweet. Not really sweet, but just like, you know, more spicy fragrances. And this isn't in that realm, but I mean, for the summertime and warm weather, and just to be clean and fresh, that it won't just invade your space and have you suffocating. This is a really great scent for the warm weather. So if you've never tried it, check it out. Don't mind what the haters or negative people say online about it. Check it out. I think it's worth putting your nose on it. All right. Last three. This is one that I don't really see too many people talk about online. I think it's from England. This house, and this is Kiton. This particular fragrance is Kiton Black. I don't know if you can see that. My room is kind of dark here. Got this for about 80 bucks. Nordstrom. Very classy, clean smelling scent. Get the vetiver in there. It's more violet though, and it's kind of got this. It's got a berry note in it. It's faint, but you get it. This is a great scent for the office, which, you know, that type of setting. I think it's great for the warm weather also, because it's light and it's not suffocating or cloying, as people like to say. I think it's a great fragrance. Check it out if you've never put your nose to it. Kiton Black. All right. Last two. This one is from a house that I think really gets slept on, and I think it's because it had one big powerhouse fragrance back in the early 90s, and you know, people know about that and they talk about it all the time, but they don't talk about any of the other releases from this house. I've actually picked up about 2 or 3 additional releases from this house beyond the first one that kind of brought them to fame, and I think they make some pretty good fragrances, and I think a lot of the new cats sleep on them, and I get it, but you shouldn't. You should really take a look at some of the releases and you know, kind of give them an equal shot. So this particular fragrance is Joop Splash Summer Ticket Limited Edition. If you like, you know, like I said earlier, Issey Miyake, Lord de Issey, or Issey, however you pronounce it. If you like that fragrance, if you like Nautica Voyage, if you like a lot of those fragrances that are kind of in that family, you would love this. This one is very slept on. You can get it for a steal. You can get this is a 3.4. I got it for under 30 bucks. You can get it at a great price, and I guarantee you'll be rocking this one quite a bit. Nobody talks about it. I haven't seen anybody do a review on this one online. The reviews are mixed, but I really think that this is a true sleeper, and check it out if you run across it. I think you can find it on eBay pretty easy. You won't really see it in the stores. I don't know if it's discontinued, but I know it was a 2012 release. So again, it's Joop Splash Summer Ticket Limited Edition. Okay, last one. This is the bald-headed stepchild of the flankers of this particular house for this particular line of fragrances. This is the Homme fragrance line. This is one of the flankers. Nobody really gives it a lot of love. It kind of gets disrespected, or you know, whatever, and the other two get, you know, the main two get all the props. Main two to me smell great out of the bottle. They don't smell great on my skin, and that's the one factor that many people don't really discuss a whole lot when they talk fragrances, is you have to really spray it on your skin and see. Everybody's body chemistry is different. Some fragrances, you know, will smell great on your skin, some won't. It might smell great on the card, you know, depending on what your skin makeup is. You know, you might have oily skin, dry skin, whatever. Everybody's skin's a little different. Cologne smells a little bit different on everybody. This one was great on me. This is Homme Libre. A lot of my fellow brother reviewers online kind of knocked this one. They say it smells cheap. I even heard somebody say it smells like Axe. I gotta disagree. I think this is a beautiful fragrance. I don't know if people recognize it now. Maybe 5-10 years down the line, people will be saying this was a great one, you know, but I don't know if folks really get it at this point. And that's cool, because I kind of like having stuff in my collection that people aren't really showing too much love. So I think you should check this out. Violet-based fragrance. It's nice. It's sexy without being like overly sweet or anything like that. I don't think this would be a cloying fragrance for the summertime. I think you don't want to over apply it, but I think that it would work really nicely in warm weather. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Homme, Libre, Yves Saint Laurent. That's it, guys. That's my list. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment, subscribe. You know, let me know. Give me some of your picks. You know what I'm saying? This is just stuff from my collection that I enjoy and I think is going to, you know, work great for me in the summer. And I think it might work for you. As always, though, put your nose on it. See if you like it. You know, I can't co-sign for anything. None of the reviewers can. I mean, we could just let you know what we like and what we think about it. And ultimately, you got to come up with your own collection that works for you and fragrances that you love. And I enjoy collecting. I know a lot of cats enjoy collecting. So, you know, let's keep doing it. Let's keep putting out the reviews. Big up to all the reviewers out there. And peace, y'all. YouTube, I forgot one. I forgot one from my 2015 list. And this one is kind of under the radar. I've never seen anybody do a review on it. It's El Humo by Trussardi. Okay. This one is lavender, bergamot, tangerine. And it's also got this note, tomato leaf. And really before Fragrantica, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like some type of like stone or rock note. And because it kind of like had that in it. I always try to figure out what is that note. It kind of smells like stone or rock, but I just didn't know what it was, and it's tomato leaf. So if you want to add one that's kind of under the radar to your collection, that's crisp and citrusy and very pleasant and doesn't smell like really anything else that's out right now, this might be something you want to check out. So one more addition to my 2015 list, Trussardi, El Humo. All right, so see a little bit better. All right, guys, that's my list. Peace out.